all of CTL.
Definitely in the top five. Like, if you were to list like 4 or 5 diamond players who are the top of the top in CTL, these two are probably the first two that get listed off
Yeah.
for
I mean,
sure.
there's some other guys who are really good to be sure, but
Yeah,
I mean,
easy.
Lando, the Diamond Korea, he plays on the Korean servers, and he's Diamond now.
Yeah. He's in an academy team on the C
Yep.
server, so like he's in a legitimate team. Like it's not like
Hmm.
all inspiration. I think is just his second thing that he plays
Yeah.
with some friends and to have play more StarCraft because he just loves the game. But yeah, I've played against him once in like like a weekly cup thing, and it wasn't pretty. It was the biggest one-sided affair you'll ever see in Lando's favor. It was
Sweet.
wreck. Very good player.
Well, I'm ready to get started as soon as everyone else is here. We're going to start loading this up. And me personally, I don't have the stream up, so I can't see what the stats are that TB Ham is showing you guys. So it'd be really nice if Couchy, you have it up, right? Can you tell
Yeah,
me
I've
what
got
the?
it. Yeah,
All right.
Sirent's like his PVT is like 59%, and Lando's TVP is only 47.
Yeah.
And
See, I.
so
Oh.
far in the season, Sirent's 7-2, and Lando's 5-4.
Mhm. Lando had a really good season 7, but in season 8, he kind of got solved a little bit. He lost his first couple matches, but anyway, while I'm talking about Mr. Lando, let's go ahead and introduce him. The pink Terran in the top right corner of Daybreak. It is Mr. Lando for Team All Inspiration.
And in the bottom right, from Confederation, their ace player in the green, it is Sirent. Sirent, very good Protoss. I scouted out his PvP a couple of weeks ago when we were playing him, and my God, it was good. Like, it was stupidly good. I don't think there's a Protoss in the CTL that could have beat him. Not that that's relevant for this PvT, but
Right.
he was a very impressive. Like, this is going to be a very high quality match, I think.
I think so. With that being said, though, the TVP for Mr. Lando is something I don't know too much about. I do know
Mm.
his TVZ is really, really good, and
Yeah,
his
I know he's.
TVT is stellar also. But
Yeah, I
I
haven't seen him
kind
play
of
TvP.
me neither, really. So this is going to be a first for me. One thing is, I do know that it's not his favorite matchup, so um, we'll have to see what he did and how much practice he really got this week to turn that around as this game gets up and going with a gas first for Mr. Lando. So interesting right off the bat.
So jump straight into that factory tech. He could have actually one of his teammates on his academy, Enac from New Zealand, also a very good Protoss player. He could have been practicing with him, and Enac has some pretty solid PvT and more macro style as well. So he has probably a plethora of Protoss players to practice with who are very
Mhm.
high quality. And he plays a lot. As you said, he plays on the Korean server, so you know he's getting some high quality ladder games in.
Yeah, for sure. And he's always really helpful in team chat as well. So not just a good player, but also a good person. As far as like, okay, so when we casted week 7, I was calling him Siren TT the whole time. So it's Sirent,
Sirent? Sirent. Yeah, I would have
Sirent.
said Sirent.
Okay,
Sirent or Sirent? Sirent, I don't know.
okay, yeah. So I'm just learning
I
now
don't
that I
know.
said his name incorrectly the first time. But he was really good playing against Stark, and we got to see some very quality games out of both players that time
Oh, so
too.
he
So
played Stark when you guys played last time.
yes,
Right.
in week
How did
seven.
that go? Who won that game?
Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time talking about that series, but it's one of the craziest series I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I actually would probably I think it's probably better for me to not tell you who won it and to get you to go watch it on your own. That's how good it was. But it was close and it was very very entertaining. So
There
hopefully
you
we
go.
still have an archive of that, and I'll direct you to it after if we do. If not, I'll just tell you then. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was really good.
Super fast factory for Lando. He's going to switch it off probably to get Hellions, I think. Maybe Widowmines, but I would think Hellions.
Yeah, Hellions are still good in TVP for sure, especially if they can get by the army and get into the probe line. So we'll see if that's what he's going to be doing here. Yeah, 2 Hellions on the way, followed up by a tech lab on that barracks. And he hasn't gotten that starport down, or is that what that SCP is doing? Nope. Going to go for an
Uh,
expansion. So
Command center. I wonder if this tech lab's for like a quick steam or if it's like for quick marauders or like combat shield. I don't know. This is a new build and getting Widowmines behind it as well.
yeah, we're definitely going to find out for sure. Getting a
Yes.
marine out of there, so I'm guessing most likely going to be for stim, maybe.
Well, he's got the gas now for that upgrade. Stim.
Now
There
this
you go.
the Stalker
Stalker.
coming in to do a little bit of harassing. Luckily, these Widow Mines will be out pretty soon, though, and I don't think that it's going to be able to get too much damage done.
Might lose an SCV. Loses an SCV there. It's probably going to be the extent of the damage. The
Hellions are in
Hellions.
the main, though. Getting a couple shots, this Mothership Core is going to be key in defending this, but if they can get a couple key shots here, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. He's trying, though, and he does spot the Stargate, so whether or not he gets too many kills, the scouting is going to be pretty worth it. And he
Indeed.
managed to grab 3 probes with that last shot from that Hellion, so...
Those SCVs were off the line for quite a while though, trying to push that Stalker back. Which they didn't. The Stalker is still alive.
Nice
I like
pass.
I like Siren's opening here. Lando's getting Widow Mines, which will defend well against an Oracle, but if Siren goes up to 2 or 3 Oracles, and if he's super careful, he can fight those Oracles using the Revelation or Envision, one of the two. Whichever spell it is that makes the Oracles see invisible stuff. I can never remember what it's called.
Yeah, me neither, to be honest. I think it's, oh, it's Envision, so...
Envision, there you go. Revelation is the one that tags the army, I think. But yeah, Widow Mines, they are good at deflecting oracles because they do kill him in one shot. But their oracles are so fast, and if the Protoss is on top of his control, he can
I think
save
he's going
the
to get caught,
oracles.
though. That Widow Mine is really
Yeah.
well hidden. Yeah,
Well
right
placed.
behind that. Yeah, right behind that refinery. Nicely done by Lando there. So very minimal losses. A Stalker gets
Oh.
taken out as well.
Baited into that second Widow Mine. That was very clever from Mr. Lando. I like this play out of him.
Yeah,
He's
This is-
repositioning the Widow Mines now as well. They're putting him somewhere else, so he's actually going to go across the map with them by the looks.
well, it's going to be pretty well timed with Stim here. If that's what this whole thing was about, he's going to hit with a handful of Marines and a couple Widow Mines. Although it doesn't seem too powerful right now. I think he needs a little bit more to do anything. And a second Oracle coming out.
Yes, and turret coming down in the mineral line of Lando is going to be nice and safe now, not relying on those Widow Mines to defend, which allows him to take him across the map. But this is going to be spotted by the random sentry. That's going to die. That's not ideal for Siren. The sentry trying to run away from these Widow Mines.
He's trying to block it off, Zergling style, I think. Oh, that sentry is so dead.
Yeah,
Bam! Taken
it just
out there.
hurts
And
so
he's-
much.
Oh, nice
First an
up.
overcharge. Oh, Oracles.
Well, it
Used the
used
bar.
it used its I think it used
Energy.
its Envision.
Yeah. No, it didn't enable Envision yet. Envision, like, it lasts for like a minute.
Oh, okay. And that second, so there's lots of oracles here, and the thing is, Lando kind of has what he needs. It requires a little bit of micro in order to be used properly. A nice army placement, but he is getting a nice scout off here. This oracle's not going to be able to do too much here in the main with that turret going down. So Lando pretty well set up there, but he is going to have to take his whole army back home here.
Very unconventional TVP so far from Lando. He's got a random assortment of Widow Mines, a random assortment of Marines and Hellions. He's defending these Oracles well. He's getting a Viking and a Hellion, which is nice to kind of push this Oracle away, try and mitigate the damage a little bit.
Yeah, Viking comes out, takes out that oracle.
He's
And,
only lost 3 workers this entire time. So I think he's taken the better ends of this opening so far. The Sirent's lost 2 Oracles. I think he still has a third. Yeah, still has a third back at home.
There's one moving across the right side of the map as
He's
well.
got 4. Bloody hell. He got 4 Oracles.
Yeah, which is probably not the most efficient for him. He hasn't been able to get too much damage done with these oracles, as we've already said. The way the turret is placed in the natural is a little bit easier for Siren. I almost called him Siren TT again. For Siren to get a couple SCV kills here.
Yeah, you
but
can
in
get
the
that
meantime-
gas geyser. The SCV's on the gas geyser pretty easily.
Yeah. But there are a couple Marines here. They're going to try to shoo him away, although they'll go down pretty quickly. But Lando's getting ready to put an attack on the natural here, which is pretty well defended as well by Siren. So both guys playing very good defense so far, I think.
There's enough for an overcharge. There's a cannon, there's an oracle, and he has stim, but he's actually well positioned here. I like that he's put the Widow Mines just outside the range of the overcharge.
Yeah.
He's microing back. He's trying to force a fight, trying to force the army of Sirent back into this Widow Mine, but it's well controlled by Sirent not to do that.
There's a Viking just like inches away from this Oracle will be able to pick it off here if it was paying a little bit better attention. I don't know. This game has been pretty tense so far. I think, like you said, Siren a little bit behind in terms of the way the openings went, but he's got a solid worker lead here, and even with mules, he's managing to
Yeah,
maintain an income lead. So it's really going to be about who's ready to take a third base faster. And I
it's
think
going.
if Lando can take out this Oracle over here, then he'll be able to set himself up for that a little bit sooner.
Siren's going for a very, very fast storm. He's skipping out on Robo, on Colossus. He's going for a Warp Prism as well, so it could be for some storm drops, which is always nice. Has enough for an
Yes.
overcharge, probably needs to get on that as well. But Storm is complete now. You have enough. He has enough energy for Storm as well, so that's gonna. Those Widow Mines do so much damage to the Protoss. Though. It just wipes all those shields.
It was better than an EMP there. It took off like all the shields on almost every unit there and did some actual hit point damage as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
think
actually remember Siren going for the really quick storm against Stark as well, and it was something that really kept him in a specific game that happened. So
you don't
nice.
really see it too often anymore. Like because Widow Mines are just so strong against Storm openings in general. You're not often that you see them
This
in
Viking
play.
over here, frustratingly close to that Oracle. It's just like, oh my god, why will you not shoot it? Second Oracle going across the map here. I think Lando might have spotted it with that army here, and it's still not going to be able to get too much work done with the turret in place. But uh, after spotting it, Lando's going to, I don't know, he's kind of moving back and forth here. Not sure exactly what he wants to do.
It's a Warp Prism moving across towards the would-be third of Lando's. It does have a High Templar in there, ready for Storm. And he's warping in a few Zealots as well, looking to harass the natural of
Is that a,
Lando.
is that a good time too? Because Lando's moving across the map here. He's going to try to put some pressure on his third base, and to be honest, he can probably get a cancel on it. But it's not really going to matter too much if this Viking showing up at a key time going to shoo this Oracle away, and
And
maybe
it gets the
even
Warp Prism as well.
if
Well,
he can
it
kill that
knows the
Warp
Warp
Prism.
Prism's there. They're so fast though, they can get away.
No, and Lando's not really reacting quickly enough. That Storm is going to go down on the SCVs. Wow, 4 SCVs going down already, and there's Zealots just ravaging everything. 8 workers going down total, and Lando's kind of in no man's land over here, just sort of in the middle of the map, and he's tagged as well. So Siren knows exactly what's going on. These Zealots are wreaking havoc in the natural. Lando finally moving into the third base here, but there's Storms here as well.
He needs Ghosts, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
His army control is very good. He's splitting up his army well to try and mitigate the storms as much as possible. And probably to mitigate the friendly fire damage from the Widow Mines. He is in a good spot though. He's going to try and hammer down this third. Siren needs to defend this. I don't think he can afford to lose it. As Lando's finally going to force a fight with these Widow Mines. As they do go off on the Zealots, wiping
Here
all their
comes the
shields.
Storms.
Good storm.
Oh, man, he did a good job sort of staying out of range of the storms
Yeah.
here, but finally Siren goes in with the High Templar and lands a money storm there.
Really well held there by Siren. He kind of waited to the last possible moment to defend his third.
There's a pretty big bioforce here for Lando though. Like that in terms of army supply, Lando's keeping right up with Siren, but he needs to get something going now because if the longer he lets Siren sit back here with High Templar, Robo Bays are coming out now as well, or Robo Facility, sorry.
Yeah.
With Blink and everything, we're in another situation where the longer you let that Protoss just macro up, the harder it is to win the game yourself.
I like that he's getting 2 Robo Facilities so he can go double Colossus production.
hmm
Massive fan of that.
Yeah, and Lando's not pumping out Vikings. Usually he's pretty good about getting those Vikings out, but he has really no need to right now because he doesn't know about the Colossi coming up here. But Lando
Massive
moving
drop.
in with it. Yeah, this is a doom drop for the Aegis. There's only one High Templar here, which will probably be able to take out one of these medevacs, but
2
I don't know.
cannons. How many? He's got so many gateways. It's ridiculous.
Here comes the
Does
drop,
get-
though.
Does get 1 medevac before it even unloads, and a storm goes down mostly on Royal. There was a Viking in that medevac. That's
What?
so cool. Yeah, there's a
Oh,
landed
man.
Viking in there.
Oh,
Does
he
kill
picks
the
off
Nexus. Yeah,
And he could
puts a
probably
Widow Mine
lift
down.
that. He's going to leave
He
some
gets out.
bioforces.
Maybe.
Oh, that was
Feedbacks.
close.
Yeah, I think
Kills
it was an okay. It was an okay trade there. I think it would have been great if we could get the High Templar, but he got the Nexus, got a few probe kills. Didn't get any of the attack though. Still
Yeah.
behind.
He's still only on 2 bases. He obviously has no intention. Again, right when I say that, he drops a third because he realizes like He needs to at least get a third base because he's almost mined out
It's
in the
just so
main.
late though. It's almost probably better for him just to lift his main off and go to a new base with it.
Probably some bioforces getting caught out in the middle of the map. You're getting trapped by these zealots. Storm going down on two Marines. It's going to be enough to take him out. And Siren putting himself in a pretty good spot here. He's got the Colossi production. He's got like minimal losses. He did lose the Nexus. Oh, another drop actually, by the way, back in the main, trying to do some more damage. Taking
Storm
some
comes down.
Oh,
It was mostly on Marauders though. Medivacs are super low now though. They can be picked off so quickly by these stalkers. You can try and live, but this is not getting out.
no, it would have been
Big
good if he
supply
was.
deficit.
Yeah, and the thing is, this Nexus here too. Like, there's not too many minerals left here, so wouldn't have even been that big of a deal, even if you got a cancel off on it. Trying to make something happen at the third now. The bio is here. Those Widow Mines need to burrow if they want to do anything. Lots of zealots here, and I think that's way too much for Lander to take care of. Oh, getting sandwiched here by the high
And the
temp.
feedbacks and the blink. Oh, does that Medivac get away? Just gets away.
Wow, things
He's-
are not looking too good for Lando, though. Siren really having an answer for everything Lando's trying to do.
He's hunting these Medivacs now.
At least he's able to unload them. Probably get an
Yeah.
Oracle for it, but there's a GG. Wow.
GG called. Sirent takes the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and he just looked superior in every aspect of the game. Well, okay, except the opening, which is really strange how he was able to be so far ahead despite losing like 4 Oracles.
Yeah, well, like Lando really, like those Oracles didn't really do much at all. Like he got 3 SCV kills for the Oracles, which is really not enough, I think.
No, but yet somehow still able to come out ahead and be able to dominate that game like that. I've never really seen. I've seen Lando lose some games, but never like he was kind of dominated there.
He was like Sirent's positioning all game was pretty top notch. Like he was rarely out of position to fight Lando's armies. Lando could just get nothing done with his like he was trying to set up two-pronged attacks and trying to set up
Yeah.
Widow Mines so that the zealots would be baited in them, but Sirent never allowed it at all.
No, definitely not. That Doom Drop was a neat idea, but it really didn't do as much damage as it needed to do. So, all right, we're moving into game number 2 here, and this could very well be the last game we cast tonight. We'll have to see. It's on Akalon Waste, so good for those Terran players usually. I don't think he's really going to be taking advantage of the mech possibilities against a Protoss, though. Although it's not unheard of, we'll have to see.
No, it's not unheard of. And I don't think we'll see it though. I would assume he's a much more of a bio player.
Right, yeah. Okay, well, we're on the map now, so let's go ahead and introduce the green Protoss player, currently up 1-0 in this ace match, which is the most important ace match of the entire season. It's going to be the green Protoss Sirent.
And in the top left-hand side, from All Inspiration, the down 1-0 in the ace match, needs to win this game to keep their championship hopes alive. The pink Terran, it is Mr. Lando.
Man, my heart's beating a little bit faster than
Yeah.
usual for this game.
Are you nervous? Like you don't know the results yet. Like this is all new to you.
It is, and it's not
True.
looking good. Siren looks really, really good, and I don't know. After seeing that first game, I would have to put money on him to take the second one. But Lando is full of tricks and full of builds, and his APM and micro is really, really good. So if anyone
Can't
can come
count
back
Lando
from a
out.
loss like that, exactly, yeah. I mean, Lando has a chance to win pretty much any game he's in. So we'll have to see what he has in store for Siren when he's down by 1 game.
I wonder if Sirent's going to up 1 game, if he's just going to play nice and safe, just go that quick gateway expand into like a robo, into 2 more gates, just play nice and safe. I
He
mean,
could
he's
do
got
that.
that 1 game advantage. There's no like because generally speaking, Templar openings just shouldn't really work against most Terran players. Like they did in that game. Like he did went Oracle into quick Templars and it paid off for him, but 9 times out of 10, generally the Robo build is the way to go in PvT at the moment.
Well, we'll have to see. Maybe that's why. Like, I'm sure it's a build that happens, a certain amount, but maybe it's just something that Terran players aren't really expecting. So when they get hit by Storm, like so fast, it just kind of throws you off. I know it's something that Siren likes because as soon as I saw him doing it this game, it reminded me of I think almost every game he went into last time where he opened up with that fast Storm. So we'll see. I mean, he might just do it again because he knows it worked against Lando in game 1. That might be his
Yeah.
idea of safe. Really hard to tell though. That's what's really good about the ace match, and having the actual best of three format gives us this sort of difference here with the little mind games and different build orders players can go for when up a game or when down a game.
Yeah. I want to see if Lando, if Cyric does go that Templar heavy style, if he's going to add on ghosts, because ghosts kind of are super helpful, like EMP and
Yeah,
sniper, amazing
we
spells.
we didn't see a single ghost in that last game here, and
Not at
Lando's
all.
saving up a lot of money here. Looks like he's going to be going for a really fast expansion.
Tries the eBay block, but I don't really like an eBay block against the double gas opening. I don't think it's kind of really worth it, and he's going to cancel it here, which is nice. But
Well, he'll pick off that. Oh, there's a stalker on the map, so yeah, that eBay is probably going to get canceled right now.
yeah,
Oh,
generally not ideal against a the two gas openings. Because usually the Protoss is throwing down tech now, not throwing down a super fast expansion.
right, yeah, that definitely makes sense. Mothership Core is out and it's going to shoo this Reaper away, and Lando will get to see the double gas, but he's not going to be able to see the building of choice here for Sirent. And actually, he did go with the quick expansion, so Lando is going to
Yeah,
get
well,
a
he's
scout on that.
banking a lot of gas. Like at the moment, is there's the Stargate coming down now.
This Stalker just
Was
going to walk right up into the main, and it's going to do a little bit of harass. Two Marines are going to pop out, but I think one Stalker is enough for that, and he's actually going to pull a bunch of STVs off.
Yeah, it's a little bit not sloppy, I guess, but you should have had a bunker down. Like playing bunkerless, he's really is exposed to this stalker coming across the map,
Yeah, he's cutting corners in a
cutting some
place that
corners. Yeah, so yeah, I think sloppy is probably a bad word because he's not a sloppy player. Cutting corners to try and get an advantage is probably a better way to say it. He's skipping out on the bunker.
Yeah, and I mean, you could argue that pulling those 4 or 5 SCVs for as long as they were pulled for could equal up to about 100 minerals, maybe not even. So, in the end, maybe it was okay. He's got enough Marines here now, and he's going into Hellion play again with pretty much similar build. He is getting that starport up a bit faster, though.
Yeah,
Expansion going
faster
down.
starport, which I
Yeah.
like.
And we're going to be seeing Oracles once again here. And this Reaper going to get a good scout off on that. It probably will even see the Oracle leave.
Yeah, a much better scout from the last game. Like he saw the Stargate last time, but he sees it much later, and he probably might have even seen inside the Stargate to see the Oracle as it's building. If he was on top of his control, he can just see that the Stargate is building an Oracle, which is always nice.
He's following it up with a second one as well. So definitely liking his Oracle play.
Looking very
Is,
identical to the
Sark.
last game.
And this time, though, when Lando's moving out here, he doesn't have Stim, but he has a tougher force here. And I don't know if he's going to move out with it or if he's going to keep it at home to defend. He's got to know that Oracle's on its way in, though. One Marine
There's a
going to go
turret
down.
in the middle line, which is good though.
Yeah. And a couple SUVs from the gas going to be going down here, but not too much else.
You might get a kill on this turret, on this SUV building the turret as well, but I think Lando will take this trade because he does have a pretty strong army. 4 Hellions, bunch of Marines. This is a quite popular build at the moment in TVP.
We only
kind
have
of
a couple
extend-
stalkers.
He sends has cannons ready though, and his army is completely prepared for this. Read Lando quite well.
Hellion's moving into the natural, trying to pick off some probes. The photon overcharge goes off at a perfect time, though, actually getting a couple kills there. And, oh, that Oracle has to be really careful.
2 Oracles here now though. 4
Yeah, this-
Syringe.
Things are really tense here for Lando because I don't know if he has enough.
Is it enough for a second overcharge yet? Almost enough for a second overcharge. He's gonna...
He'll probably be able to pop it off just when Lando's army is all surrounding the Nexus, so when it's most effective here. Getting some kills here. 2 probes going down. There's some Marines shooting at stuff, but nothing really substantial going down. Photon overcharge finishes, and just every Terran unit dies except for the medevac, which
It does get
almost
the
goes
medic
down.
out. Yeah. Almost lost an Oracle. Oracle with 11 health left, but I don't think enough damage done by Lando in that push.
No,
Had a good
neither.
opportunity, but well defended by Siren. He was well prepared. He read Lando's build quite well about what
And
he was doing.
Lando now putting up a couple bunkers here, which is a smart idea because you'd expect a counterattack probably, but it doesn't look like that's coming out of Sirent. Instead, he's just going to go ahead and get some upgrades. He's going to get that Templar Archives once again. He's getting Zealot Charge, so preparing himself for a few more minutes down the line. So these bunkers are going to be a little bit useless for the moment, but I suppose it'll be nice to have them later.
Yeah, Lando is getting mines of his own as well. Well, he was building one. I think he must have cancelled that mine. He was building a mine. He's now getting a reactor on his factory, probably to build more mines.
Yeah, that Oracle escaping from the Viking, so nicely controlled there by Siren. And I don't know, this is looking pretty similar to the last game where the supply just sort of goes higher and higher for Siren, and Lando's trying to catch up here, but like from this
Yeah,
position, you as a Terran player, what do you do here? Do you try to take a really quick third base to sort of mitigate the damage you took, or do you just constantly build army units and try to?
I think you have to try and get Siren out of position to try and get damage done because he's just so far behind in probes, like in workers. He's down 12 workers, and that's just going
Yeah,
to keep climbing, to be honest. But Siren's army positioning has just been so top notch that he's not really getting out of position at all. Like he's defending so well. There's
Lando
not
looks
enough army from Lando. Like he's got this medivac full of units, but that's really about it.
going to try to do a drop over here on the left side of the main base, and there's already a cannon in place. Photon
There's an
overcharge.
Oracle in the main of Lando as well, killing reinforcements. Oracle got 3 kills, which is nice.
5 hit points on that Oracle, almost taken out here. But yeah, Lando's not really going to be able to do too much damage here. I think he needs to back off and play some defense. He's going to get caught out in the open with a small handful of Marines here. Siren running back, I think he totally could have taken this fight.
Indeed. You see Stim by though, you're just not quite sure. Good
Oh, those
forces.
force.
Those forces.
Nice pick
Saves.
up by
Yeah,
Lando.
good save.
That could have been
But
terrible. These
Storm is done. Blink is on the way. He has this drop in the main, but it's just killing a pylon for the moment. It's not really killing anything important. Like getting the pylon's nice, I guess, but not ideal.
have to pick up. Oh, that
Good
feedback.
feedback.
Oh man.
And
And
Lando's
he's-
trying to get the High Templar, but can't get to him. It's
Just one of those-
taking bad trade after bad trade, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations where Lando must be feeling like he's trying. It's like when I try to play a game against Lando, and like everything I try to do, he's there and he has an
He's
answer.
making all the correct moves, but Siren's countering him at every turn.
Yeah,
He's,
and it's
he's
so
getting
hard.
widow mines. He's trying to get some multi-pronged aggression going, but it's just not working,
He
unfortunately.
is dropping down to third base, and I do really like this decision because I think if Lando just sort of sits back and plays defense for a while, he might be able to bring himself back into the game. But unfortunately, Siren TT is getting that Nexus as well. So unfortunately for Lando, I mean, he's not really going to be getting much of an edge there.
Needs ghosts, I think. Like he needs to start that ghost fight, that dance with the ghosts and the High Templars, and he's really avoiding it. He avoided it last game. He's avoiding it so far this game. I'm not sure if he just stylistically he doesn't like ghosts or.
I don't think he's seen Storm yet this time, but he's about to see it as he's got to be really careful not to get force field into the same trap he did last time. Storm, oh my god, such a good one there.
Good shots on the Widow Mines.
Yep, and
Nice.
he's got an observer here spotting those guys out as well, so wasn't just lucky that they hit that. It was just an overall really good Storm. Even getting tagged here by that Oracle.
Revelation. Siren's really on point. Has a good 20 supply lead. And now he's just like, Lando can't fight him now. He's done too much damage. He needs to sit back.
Yeah.
I really want to see a Ghost Academy out of Lando. It is
Yeah,
starting
I
now.
think-
It's halfway done. Yeah, he is starting it. That's good. I think that's his way back into the game, is if he can take fights with the Ghosts.
Trying to move out with a Widow Mine drop, which is also pretty nice. I mean, if you can sneak past some of these High Templar, but there's cannons in place on both bases and even one on the third base as well, so not actually going to be able to get too much damage done with that. And Siren's moving out. He's got a handful of Zealots, Stalkers, and a Sentry, even an Immortal in the mix here. This might go a little bit more Lando's way because of the fact that he's got Defender's advantage here, the rally much closer. And Ghosts are starting to come out, I think. No, he actually hasn't started making them yet.
I think Siren's trying to set up for this War Prism that's down on the left-hand side of the map. It's got a High Templar in it, similar to the last game. Going to try and get a Storm drop-off. As Lando eats a lot of Storms out the front of his natural.
Oh
That
my
has not
god.
gone well. He's been caught out on the map, and Storms are kind of just reign supreme. There's a Storm about to go down on the SCVs in the mineral line.
Oh
Lando's
man,
lines do get some
this-
kills of his own, but
This play from Siren is so good right now. What can Lando do? Half his army's been stormed to death, and there's a GG, and I'm speechless. Siren
Switch.
TT, such good play in the ace match, and really Lando didn't even have a chance. I don't think anyway.
Yes.
I mean,
No,
everything he
that
tried to
was.
do was all good play, but it was just completely shut down by Siren at every single move. So that guy's good, man.
He is very good. Congratulations to Confederation. I'll
Very, very well
take the
played.
reins, Casey. You seem a bit upset, unfortunately. Yes,
I
congratulations to the
yeah, no,
champions.
definitely congratulations to Confederation. It was really well played. Of course, it hurts my heart a little bit being from Team All In, but I'm going to be as caster biased or unbiased as possible. And I got to admit, there was nothing bad about Siren's play there, and all the wins that um, Confed had this week. So just good games all around, and I'm glad we were able to make it really close. So it was really exciting. But yeah, my heart hurts just a little bit, but I can't deny the win from those guys. They played really, really well.
Indeed, it was very, very impressive play. They
Hmm.
started off on the back foot, like down 3-0, but brought it
Yeah,
home, even giving up a walkover as well. Just,
even with the walkover. I mean,
yeah,
that is just nuts. But you know what? It gives all in something to strive for next season.
indeed.
And another thing to note here: Confederation's first season in the CTL, and they just come in and just win it. So that's a
That
thing.
Royal Road.
Yep. And again, I just can't talk enough about Siren's play there, where he just played so good.
Very
I
impressive.
think PvT is something he's really good at, and I did know beforehand that TVP was one of Lando's probably his most non-favorite matchup. So
Yeah,
you can kind of see why there. But yeah,
nevertheless,
what a
good
series!
game.
That was insane. I was so happy to have the opportunity to cast it for you guys. I'm glad I was able to cast with you, Couchy, for the first time. I'm sure we'll probably find other reasons to do this again in
I'm
the
sure.
future.
It was very
Um,
enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you to TB Ham for being the observer for this cast, and the caster as well as with Stark for the third place matchup. So a lot of thank yous to go around, and everyone who puts the work into CTL to have this be a thing. It's one of my favorite gaming endeavors I've ever been into myself.
Yeah,
Joining a team and playing in a league like this has been so much fun.
yeah,
Even coming second place, second place is still really awesome. And when you go up against players like Confed has, can't really blame the loss, right? Like no one didn't show up. Everybody tried their best, and it was a really, really good series.
indeed. Yeah, big props to the admins for putting on CTL. I know I would have probably stopped playing StarCraft a long time ago if it wasn't for it. And I
Yeah.
know there are more people like that out there who I keep playing StarCraft because they enjoy playing in this league. Super
Mhm.
fun.
Yep.
So yes,
And whether you're, an older guy like me who just likes to play for fun, and or if you're a young up and coming player who wants to get better, whatever team you're on is going to have people there who are going to help you get better. Because you can always get better at StarCraft. So
indeed.
just being on a team like this has been just a blessing, and being in this league, same thing. So much fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else is there to really talk about right now.
Yeah,
Because
if you're a new person out there who isn't on a CTL team, go to the website and it's
yeah,
turboteamleague.com. I think will get you there, or Google Turbo Team League. It'll get you
yeah,
there. Sign up, like join the free agent list. There'll be a bunch of recruitment threads going up now that the season's over. A bunch of teams will be looking to fill out their rosters, especially if you're in like gold and platinum and silver, especially silver. If you're a bronze or
yeah.
silver player, like there was only gold, platinum, diamond games, but if you're a bronze or silver player, get on board because you'll learn so much about the game,
Oh
and you'll
yeah.
make some friends along the way as well.
Of course, definitely. The gold, bronze and silver guys, they're like gold to us teams who we just
Yeah,
want them as many as we can because, like Couchy already said, you're gonna get better within a month. Within a
yeah,
month, you'll have a promotion as long as you put any type of work towards it. And it's just so good. So yeah, I second everything he said. Go to the website. The website is beautifully put together too, by the way.
mm,
That's what really caught my eye the first time I went there. I was like, damn, this site is really nice. So
mm,
I'm like, I'm signing up. But yeah, it's it's a great league. It's a great thing to be a part of, and it doesn't take up too much of your time either. Even if you are a casual, or I say that in quotes, casual. If you don't play every day, you're still going to find something to do here. So definitely give it a shot.
indeed,
Yeah,
indeed. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's
yeah.
been a
Thanks very
pleasure.
much. I'm gonna go and hang my head in shame and cry a little bit, but
Drown
it
your
was
sorrows.
Yeah, just a little bit, but it was such a good series, so I'm very happy to be a
Indeed.
part of it.
GG.
All
And
right, well,
goodbye.
yeah, talk to you guys later. See ya.
See